tell me, how rich are accountants? How rich are people who did accounting?
No, they're not rich. They're not rich. They're actually the most poor, the most poorest people or professionals available. We are actually Uber drivers are doing better than us.
Is it? So,
It's
and
depending on the type of a company that you're working for, of course.
hello, success team. Welcome to another episode where we talk to an amazing human being. She is an accountant by profession and she has multiple sources of incomes. When I say multiple source of incomes, I literally mean multiple, a whole lot of source of incomes. And I feel after this session, you're going to be so much inspired to start something for yourself or to carry on with whatever it is that you have already started, because other people are doing it out there. Why can't we do it too? So without wasting time, let's meet our guest and let's be inspired. Hi, Geneva. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Please introduce yourself to our guest, who Geneva is and your career background.
Yo, Geneva, she's Geneva. Geneva, she's a young lady born and grew up in Ramulepo in a small village called Ramamata. I studied at the University of Limpopo. High school, I went to Mahoka. From Mahoka, I went to University of Limpopo. After University of Limpopo, then I came to Joburg to look for a job.
Okay, so in the University of Limpopo, I know that you studied BCom Accounting, right? Is it BCom Accounting? Yes. How rich are you guys? How rich is a person who has done BCom Accounting?
I don't think that we are rich. But also it depends on the type of a company that you're working for. You do have those that are rich, and then you do have those that are like poor. You study the same thing, but depending on the type of a company that you're working for, I think it depends on the company that you're working for. But we're not rich. No, we're not rich. We work for the rich people, but we are not rich.
Okay, based on your own journey, how much would you say an entry level job a person can expect to earn and the senior can expect to earn if, let's say, some student wanna go study BCom Accounting?
Um, you can start from like 12,000 rand, and then a senior they get up to 45 to 50, some even up to 60. Like I said, it depends on the type of a company that you work. Yes. Because I remember when I started working, I was only an accounts clerk at the time, and that was in 2011. My salary was 4.5. But things have changed since from 2011 up until now, yes. So that time it was like 4.5, and then I would get an increase and I'll move from one job to the other. So the more you move from one job to the other based on your experience, the higher your salary is going to be, yes.
Oh, okay. So would you advise anyone to become to study BCom Accounting to become an accountant? How is it like the whole working day to day when you wake up and go to work? How is it? What is it that you do? And would you advise anyone to study BCom Accounting with an aim to become accountant?
I wouldn't advise my kids. I won't advise my kids. But anyone else, if they want to, yes, because obviously the world needs accountants. So somebody must study accounting in order to run the books of other companies. But it's a lot of work. It's stressful. You don't sleep. You spend too much time on your laptop than you do outside. So it's not something that I would want for myself or for my kids, because it's a lot. It's stressful. The amount of times that I nearly fainted at work, or I had heart palpitations. It's a lot, but it's an exciting career. It's an exciting I think every career has got the exciting part and the stressful part. For me, what I've experienced mostly was stress, was stress. The company that I've worked for, they are big companies where on a Saturday somebody can call you to log on to the bank and do a payment, you know. Um Sometimes during month end you don't leave or knock off the time that you normally knock off because it's month end. You have to report. You can work as late as 12 midnight. You understand? So it's too hectic. When you want to study accounting, make sure that you are not lazy. Make sure that you are able to move around your priorities. For a young person, it's great, especially when you don't have kids, you don't have a family and all of that. That's still great. You're still developing yourself. But where I am right now at the stage of my life, with the life that I have with my kids and everything, I don't think that I would want to do that. No.
But I say it's a great advice. If you know that you're lazy, maybe it's not for you, because most of the time I'm not if it's the aspect of career exhibitions not being done enough at schools, because most of our younger siblings or younger cousins and our kids now, they choose career based on the popularity without even having full information about that career. So, which is the main aim of us having this discussion right now.
I think that when we have to get to a stage where we are honest, let's get to a point where when we give advice or when we are doing career exhibitions, we are honest. It's not all rosy and glamorous. You have to put in the work, you know. Uh, and I think during the career exhibition, they don't talk about the disadvantage. They just talk about if you become an accountant, you're going to be doing company's work, and then this is where you'll be working at. They don't talk about the late nights that you have to put in. They don't talk about, and this is the late night sometimes without overtime being paid to you. You understand? Because sometimes they'll tell you that the bracket of your salary doesn't qualify for an overtime because already they feel like they're paying you more than enough or they're paying you enough. So I think we need to move from a point where we are selling people something, half the story. Let's be honest. In each and every department or in each and every job, there is hard work that needs to go in. There is a family vacation or a family ceremony that you're going to have to miss because you have a deadline. Those are the things that we need to talk about. I like to talk about those things other than the nicer stuff.
So, given the fact that you say the accounting jobs are quite demanding, as you said, depending where you're working, would you say, like, given the money, we want money, life rest, seriously. I mean, like, even to live, sometimes you get better help. If you need money, you know. Yeah. But what would you say in the end? Because the work is demanding and the money is not that good. Let's say someone who's not working in a big company. What do you think about people who are just comfortable with their salary, but how do I put this? Not comfortable with their salary, but they are scared to start, side hustles out there, based on the things of conflict of interest or maybe not knowing what to do. What advice would you say to that? Is
I think that I don't think that there is anyone who's comfortable with their salary. Or there are people who are comfortable with their salaries. They're happy to do their 8 to 5. I love money, I love money so much that um every day as I'm sitting, I'm thinking of ways to make money. I have like hundreds of projects that I want to work on right now so that they can bring me money. So if for those that are not, no, they're not comfortable with their salary. Yes, they're not comfortable with their salary, but they have certain things that they need to fulfill in their life that needs a salary. I say that hold or hot, start a side hustle, because like whether it's fear, put it aside. Whether it's doubt, whether it's conflict of interest, there are certain things also that you can do that are not conflict with what you are doing currently, that you can do. And if it's conflict of interest, Do it in secret until you get caught. You know, um, I don't think that there is somebody who's sitting in jail right now because they did a business that's the same as what they were doing at their normal 8 to 5. For as long as it does not involve jail, I say go for it. If you get caught, you get caught. But if you can, declare at work. Declare that you are doing 1, 2, 3 on the side. I know that it's scary. If your employer can find out, maybe they will fire you, whatever. But if it's possible, or if you are ready, you can declare. But if not, do it until you get caught. You may not even get caught, but you need to start a side hustle. Do something on the side that's going to top up your normal salary so that you can be able to afford the life that you want to live. It's not nice every month and when you go, please borrow me, please borrow me, please borrow me. We understand that you pay the loans and stuff like that because when you're only depending on your 8 to 5, do something else on the side. People are working out there. What I've realized this year, every time when I log on to my TikTok, it's businesses. They go even as far as going to a hotel that you booked to do the balloony and what the romantic together. So people work out there. So if you are not comfortable with your salary, work. And social media has become our new information system. You can go there and find out what you can do. Yes, you can go there, find out what is it that you can do, where you can start, the type of business that you can start that doesn't require a lot of money while you are building yourself to starting something bigger.
Yeah. And I know that you are, the way that you are so, when someone talks about something, you can see the patience that they have. I know you're the people of, and I don't want to say side hustles, but you do have your own small businesses that you're also running on top of the demanding work that you do. Can you just share with us just a briefly on what you do, and also just what you do actually, the other side businesses that you're doing on top of the current 9 to 5 job?
Um, like like you say, I'm a queen of side hustles. I love money, Tori, and I'm shy to ask for money. So I saw that, okay, because I love money, let me not sleep. Let me work. Let me work so hard that I don't have to ask anybody for anything. So a couple of years ago, as I was studying my career, I was working for a chartered accountant. That's where I got all my brains from. That's where I got all my experiences from. So after I worked for her, I opened my own accounting firm. This was in 2011. That's where I do the company registration, the BEE, the tax clearance, company compliant, bookkeeping, and all of that. So I do it under GM Accounting and Tax Services. And then along the journey of my life, I was working for a company, a head office of a company that do massages. They have spas in most of the hotels that are in Joburg. So as I was working for them, it became something that I wanna do or I wanna own. Then I opened my own spa. I don't know how many times I fell trying to open this business. How much money I have lost trying to open this business. How much there is so much energy that went into this business that at some point I wanted to give up. But because it was something that I love to do, at this point I haven't even got it right. But I'm still on my way. And then along the journey of my life, I met a lady who was selling adult toys. Then I became a part of that as well. I don't know, there are certain people that don't know that I sell those things, and I don't know what they're gonna think about me. But anyway, so I became, yes, and I became a part of that. I actually still have stock. In here, there is something else. I can't show it to your people, but there is something else that I have to deliver this week. So I became a part of that. And then along a journey of my life, again, I decided to register a traveling company where I do packages, booking people into hotels, into lodges. It's still developing. I'm still working on that. And then along the way, I met a wonderful lady that as I was busy talking to her, I said to her that I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house in Joburg and turn that house into a B&B or a guest house, and I want to have a spa also in there. Then she said to me, Why do you want to buy a house and pay rates and taxes? Why do you want to do that to yourself and put yourself under that kind of a financial load? I said, what do you mean? This is what I want to do. And I know that's what you want to do, but go back home. Go back home and get land. And then once you get your land, and then you can do everything that you want on that land. So as we speak, I own a 5-hectare land. My plan is to, right now it's only the swimming pools, the kids playing area. I've got the kiosk, so it's functioning right now. But on there, I also want to have the villa. I also want to have a restaurant, conference center, a spa. So I'm able to do everything that I wanted to do somewhere else on my land. And I'm not even stopping there. Like, I'm not even stopping there. The sky is the limit for me right now. That's how much I love money and how much I love business. So that's what I do.
As you're talking, I'm like, where do you get time? Like, where do you get time? You're so busy, because most of the time it's either we're going to say, when as an excuse to not do things, I don't have money or I don't have time. So where do you get Where do you get capital for all these businesses that you're doing, and where do you get time? These two things, where you getting?
The important, ne? Where do I get the capital? Having my 8 to 5 job, ne, it has helped me a lot, because through that I was able to build my credit score. And one thing that I've learned about a business is that in all the businesses that I have, like GM Accounting, I render a service, people pay me. The spa one, I'm not even going to talk about it, because right now I have put it to a stop. I'm still working on it, but it doesn't bring any income. And then the dildo stuff, the adult store one, I will never buy it unless you as a client, you pay me first. So you are paying me, I go buy the product, then I send it to you, I keep my profit. And then how I was able to manage my land, I just went to the bank. I requested for a personal loan, because when you want a business loan, they want a whole lot of document that I don't have. They want like 3-year financial history of hundreds and hundreds of thousand rand coming in there. I don't have that. So what I did, I just built my credit score, went to the bank, requested for a personal loan. They gave it to me. Then I just started with what I have. I started with what I have.
What? Oh, I was saying that, so basically what you're saying is, if someone is sitting there saying that I do not have capital, let's say an unemployed person is just sitting there saying I do not have capital. So what you're saying is that go get a job, build a credit score, go get a personal loan, and go finance your business.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because, Chloe, how many times have you heard that I have a dream of building my business and I'm coming to you for funding and you give me money? You don't even believe in my dreams. You don't even trust my dreams. You're thinking that my business. Yes. So no one is going to help you. No one is going to come and say, no, here's 100,000 rand. Let me help you. You're going to have to do it yourself. And in order for you to not hate the people around you or your colleagues or everyone, don't even start to ask, because no one is going to help you. Right now, the financial position of our country is so bad that everyone is not coping. So for you to go to somebody else and say, please fund my business, what are you asking them to do? Take the 50,000 rand that they have saved and fund the business that they don't even know that is going to work out. So if you have a business idea and you don't have funding, go get a job. ShopRite, Pick n Pay, wherever you can get a job, build your credit, and then work your way up. And then something will happen along the way. You can also apply for funding, government funding, and all of those. I've tried, it didn't work for me. I tried, it didn't work for me. But for some people, maybe it can work. So you can try government funding. So if you want to build something, you have to do it on your own. And where I get the time, I don't have the time. Whatever that I have, whatever hour or 30 minutes that I have, I squeeze everything in. I honestly don't have the time, So you have to make it work. Even if it means that during the time when you are not having some sleep in the middle of the night, instead of going on TikTok, I come and I sit on my laptop. I be on my phone trying to research. So when I'm maybe in a taxi, or maybe when I'm sitting waiting for somebody, I try to do something while I wait. So if you can wait until you say, gonna wait for next year. I'll have so much time in my hands. You're never gonna have the time. And you're never gonna do what you say you wanna do. So get up and do it and just make time.
Wow. So tell me, if you did not follow the path of accounting, what career do you think you were going to excel in? Because right now I know for sure, and from what you are talking of, you're passionate about your job, you're passionate about your businesses. I'm just wondering, if you were not an accountant, what other career path were you gonna choose?
I think I would have been a psychologist. I would have been a psychologist, and I think it's something that I would still want to do. I think it's like my path. It's something that I would still want to do. I think I would have been either a psychologist or a social worker. I would have fallen onto those. But I'm very grateful for the career that I chose, because through that career I was able to become me and have everything that I want, or have everything that I have right now, is because of that career. Yes.
What advice would you give to anyone out there who is looking to, venture into business? To say that, I don't know, I want to start my own businesses. What would you say to them? Like, what qualities do you think makes one successful into the line of businesses and running businesses? What skills and what do you think they need?
I would say the number one quality would be consistency, Chloe. When you run a business, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent even on the days where you don't have customers. Even on the 2 weeks, consecutive 2 weeks, especially towards month end, where you need that income, where you don't have customers. Giving up for a businesswoman or for a businessman, it's not an option. It's not an option. And if you wanna start a business, don't roam around. Start. Put everything down. Write down what you wanna sell, who you wanna sell it to, who would be your future target market, how much do you need? If you need 50,000, how much do you have? Start with what you have. Start with what you have, because the little that you've got right now, if you start with it, it's going to build up everything that you wanna achieve. So the number one thing, get started. Just get started. And then after getting started, be consistent and never stop advertising your business. Sometimes my heart will be so sore that I will post something on social media and then I will have like maybe 200 views and 2 likes, but I will post a picture of myself. I would get comments, likes, what, you get what I mean? So never stop advertising your business. Even if people don't comment or people don't like, they see it. They see it, and one day they would want your services and they're going to come for you. So just get started, consistency, and never stop advertising.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you, Geneva. You're such a lovable person. And I love what you say about consistency, because I'm the most inconsistent human being that I know, as we speak on this channel. But I pray and hope on this year, to my followers, the people that support the work that I do here, I need, but that I'm not consistent, and I've tried a lot, and my excuse is always I've got a demanding job that always requires a lot of my time. But you said it, that if you want to get something done, we'll find that time somewhere.
That time, yes. And we are all not consistent. Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to do anything. Like, I'm lazy, I'm demotivated, I'm sad because I lost a client, or whatever the case is. I allow myself to be in that space. I allow myself to have that weekend where I don't think about business. I just sleep, or I just cry, or so I allow myself to feel. I don't run away from understanding what I'm going through. Sometimes I feel like I'm having a breakdown. Sometimes I feel like I allow myself to be in that space. But immediately I pull myself together and then I get back to business. Because at the end of the day, if I mess this thing up, no one is going to come and say, let me help you. Or no one is going to come and say, let me take over the responsibility of paying for your car. or paying for your rent. I know that at the end of the month, it's all on me. So have to push. So I think let's allow ourselves to feel, to be sad and to be demotivated, but quickly let's pull ourselves together and then let's get the show on the road.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Geneva. I'm going to leave the last few in the description box for those that would want to, get your services, the accounting services, the adults toys that you are selling, to sit the bot that you're owning, or to get the massage services. So wow, you're just a full package. I think.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I'm still trying also. I'm still trying.
Yeah. Guys, I don't know about you, but I was inspired. I am really going to start being so consistent, as Geneva was saying. Let's just stand up and try to make things happen for ourselves, because there's no one who's going to come and save us. No one is going to finance that business idea of yours. No one is going to come make you start things. You just need to stand up yourself and go make things happen for yourself. You heard it. Be consistent. Do not go find a job. If you want to start a business, go find a job and get that personal loan and finance that business. We just need to stand up and make things happen for ourselves. No one's going to come and save us. I really hope you enjoyed that session. I really enjoyed and I got so much inspired. I'm going to start being consistent on this channel, because you heard what Geneva was saying. Be consistent. Consistency will always bear you good results in life. So thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe. I love you and I appreciate you. Mwah.